Spring is in the air. Let's make some Easter crafts. Tissue paper, Mod Podge, and a bunch of fake eggs. Let's see what we can make of it. Hiya, welcome back. I want to try decoupage. End of intro? I bought a bunch of tissue paper because I know normally you use like napkins and stuff, but I didn't want to buy like a 20 pack of napkins just to use one and have like 19 sit around in the cupboard for the rest of life. So I bought a bunch of tissue paper. I thought that might be useful for other things as well. Maybe not, we'll see. And I've got two kinds of Mod Podge. I've got a glossy and matte. So I'm guessing matte for this project. I already had this, I didn't buy this special. A little brush, and I collected this whole bunch of Easter stuff. I bought this at the end of last year, I think. This is from the Arctics Easter box thing they sent me. So that might be cute. I'm thinking, can I decoupage that? But it does have this like structure, so maybe that will disappear if I start sticking stuff on it. But maybe, I don't know. This was like part of a gift. Oh, so I saved it. A golden egg. These are probably first up, just some fake plastic eggs. Here are some wooden eggs and one bunny, I think. But yeah, 4 wooden eggs and a bunny, which are a little bit smaller than I had in mind. But let's try and use them. I have a bunch of like decoration things, so the end eggs can be in there. I don't know, we'll see. Just saving everything. And canvas magnets. I don't know. These two seem like they should be like a painting episode, not a decoupage episode. But we'll see how far we get with all of this stuff. Let's start with these two, I guess. I'm thinking for the first one, I just want to rip a bunch of colorful pieces and just stick them on random. Oh, I've got this plastic sheet where normally you put like paper inside of. I thought if I leave that here, it can dry on this and not stick on my table. And hopefully I can still take it off the plastic. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Oh, and I bought some white tissue paper because I have a little plan with that. I want to try something. But there's also white in here apparently, so I didn't know that. So this might be for nothing. But we have white, a bunch of it. Okay, let's try it. First, I'm gonna rip some sheets. Should I pick like a color theme for this or just go nuts? Let's see, just the prettiest colors that I think are in there. Maybe have like a very bright, colorful egg. Let's try it. Each of these are 2 sheets. So I'll save one for later. There we go. Okay, let's just start ripping some bits. I hope this is the right way to go about it. I don't really know, so we'll see. Trial and error. Maybe I want to try and avoid those straight edges, right? I don't know. Okay, what are we doing? Matte or glossy? You could choose. Then I hope you chose matte, because that's the one I'm using. Okay, let's stick some glue on. So there is the glue and possibly the first Zoe hair in there. And then I'm gonna stick this to it and add some more glue. And I think that's it. There's so many Zoe hairs. What's going on? I've got my first thingamajig on and I'm just gonna layer that on top and add some more glue. Ooh, it's getting a little bit wrinkly, so maybe I should try and avoid that. Then we put a pink one right there. The fun thing is, I see where I get like the colors overlapping each other. They'll turn into slight different colors. So I'm getting even more colors. So I see sort of a green and a purple, and what else is there? Oh, there's a little bit of maybe orange. I'm really tempted to stick on a bunch of them at the same time, but I've got a feeling they need glue everywhere. So maybe that's not a good idea. Looks kind of cute, I think. Very curious when it like all dries up, because now it's sort of has like a white layer on it. But I'm hoping that will disappear when the Mod Podge dries. It should, right? Have you ever done decoupage? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about, like, have you done this before? What was it for? I'm really curious. Because if a craft seems easy, you can just assume that there's people who've gone and made like tremendously beautiful creations out of this. Because people are creative. What I'm doing now feels like level 1. So what's like level 20? And how far does it go? How many levels are there? So now I have a wrinkle right here, like underneath on the blue. And I don't know how to fix that. I like the colors. I hope it looks nice when it dries up. A little bit of blue right up here, a little bit of blue. And that is the first egg covered. Do you know what would have been nice? If I would have gotten like an Easter branch to have them dry on. Didn't think of that. That's too late. You fell over. Why'd you do that? Come on. Come on now. Okay, where will I put these? It might be the slightly wrong season, but I'm gonna use them anyway. Remember those? There we go. If you don't remember, that's from Emma Naseby. She made those for me for Christmas. Okay. On to the next one. I want to try something with wood as well. One more. I want to make sort of a traditional painted egg. A line and a couple of dots and another line, something like that. But if I try and do a straight line, it's fine at the front, but at the back it goes down. See? So that's not a straight line all around. My theory is, what if you do a bent line? How far do you need to bend it for it to go straight? I'm sure this will depend on where it is on the egg. But look at this. This already is a lot better, a lot straighter. So let's give it a go. Also, I've got this thing. I do not know how you call this. A buzzer. You poke it in something, and then you swish it around and it makes a circle. Color palette for this one. This is Easter, right? These colors? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Did I maybe pick the wrong colors for this? Possibly. I think I need to use brighter colors on the wood, because you're just not gonna see it, even though it's not as nice. I don't think so. I can hardly see these lines. Yes, this is a lot more visible. Let's go with darker colors. And now we're back to the question, does the circle need to be bigger or smaller if I want to be, let's say, at the biggest part of the egg? It needs to curve less. So that means a bigger circle. Is that correct? I'm not completely sure. Let's see if we can put this on the biggest part. No. Wait, what? Does it just need to be straight? if it's the biggest part. Hold on. It's logical. The biggest part doesn't have that little curve, right? Because it's the biggest part, so you can just go round. I've just made it very hard on myself. And that should be my dots. Should I have emptied this before? Maybe. There's a couple of other things in there, but not too much, luckily. Glue time. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous. It's okay. It's just an egg. Let's wait and see. Let's wait till it's dried out. Ooh, just looking at this one. Look at the colors, they've got quite bright. Okay, that gives me some hope for that one. Sticky. I want to try something else because I do want to use like a pattern, but what if we can use our own pattern? So for example, I was thinking, what if I can use like this pattern, maybe one of those leaves. I really like this one as well. Let's see if we can add our own pattern to this egg. I have a plan. Stay with me. In the background, you see my scanner. So I'm actually scanning the picture that I showed you earlier. And apparently that works. The picture came out really nice. I'm not going to change anything. I mean, it's for an egg. It's fine. Next, I'm taking out the Create This Book collaboration, I don't know, second piece. And I'm using this background to scan as well, because I have plans. Then I'm going into Photoshop and adding everything in. I also have the 5 butterflies that I made previously. I already scanned those way back. So I'm adding those to Photoshop as well. Different sizes. And I'm just trying to make it one page with everything on it. Then I'm grabbing a piece of, it's not paper, it's not cardboard, it's somewhere in between, just thicker paper. I'm cutting my tissue paper to size and sticking it to this strong paper. Just using sellotape, nothing fancy. And that is the page I'm using to print on. So I'm chucking it in my printer and voila, we have splotches, a lot of wrinkles, but we also have the designs printed. I hope this works. Cutting everything out, so I just have the tissue paper left. And I'm actually quite surprised how well this works. Look at that. It's so bright. Nice. I'm going to use the stripes for the first egg, so I'm just going to cut that out. I've got this printed not very well, but it's fine. We'll just deal with it. On tissue paper. Okay, wait. Which side is the front? I'm going to go like this. Is this the way? I don't know. Is this the way I'm doing it? Yes. This is what it looks like now. And then I want to stick it on here. I might have to let this dry before I do the second half. So I thought when it came out the printer, I thought it was very wrinkly, but it's actually not that bad. So that's pretty cool. No, It's taking off. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, and now you can't see. Okay. It's taking off a whole chunk. I don't know if you can see, but it was stuck to my thumb. Okay, another one of these big ones. Let's go! I'm getting sloppy. Guess how I know. Let's hang it up and leave it to dry. I had an extra idea, so I just made this blue egg, and I'm gonna show you in a little bit. But first, in the meantime, this one's dried and it has a couple of bold spots. So there needs to be a little bit extra on this one, and I have a couple pieces left. So I'm just gonna fill in those little gaps. And then I want to put these two somewhere on that egg. And I was thinking, like, what if I do it like I did in the Create This Book collaboration piece, and I just add glue on like this middle bit. Ooh. And just stick it on like that, so it will be flapping about. But then I'm thinking, it might break very quickly. But I do like that idea that it's sort of three-dimensional, right? And I've got this one already. That one's flat on there, so should I just try? Should I just do it? Should I? I'm gonna. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I will show you once it's dry. That's so cute. I think that's gonna be cute, or it's just gonna break instantly. Which one is left? I think this one, yeah. This one's still bold. There we go. Another egg. I'm also very curious what will happen if I use this one. I want to add the glossy Mod Podge. See how much of a difference that makes. So I'm not going to add anything else, just a sort of top coat. And now we wait. This is an extra egg I made with just blue. And I have a plan. It is related to the first Secret Santa, and I need this paint. It is fabric paint, but it's the paint I used, so I'm going to use it again. And a tiny brush. I need a tiny, tiny, tiny brush. Tiny brush. I'm just going to freehand this. Let's hope I can. The middle butterfly is definitely not my favorite, but there's not really an undo when you do it like this. I thought I'd add some dots around as well. I think that looks cute. I think that's it. I'm gonna let everything dry and I'll show you the end result. Let's look at them one by one. This is the first tryout egg with the glossy. I'm not sure which I prefer. Maybe we can hold them side by side. and see which one is nicer. I think I kind of like that it's shiny now, so happy I did that. Basic, but nice. Then we have this one where we tried to do straight lines and failed a little bit and succeeded a little bit. It's a little bit plain, but it was fun to try at. So there you go. And then we have this one, which almost looks like I drew on it with felt tip. I did not. And this was this print. This is from the 30 days watercolor challenge. I will link the video. This is supposed to look a little bit like this background, which is from the Create This Book collaboration. I will also link that. And the butterfly is on there. I used the purple butterfly, but I didn't think it through that purple on top of green, and the purple being transparent would go a little bit brown. But I really like the way this egg looks with like the green bits. Love that. So he can go in the basket. And then we have the other one from the same video, same background idea, but a smaller egg. And I put the butterflies on top of it. So not on it, but on it kind of thing. You know what I mean? So they stick out. I think this looks so cute, but it's a very fragile. So I don't know if it will survive till next Easter, but we'll see. For the last egg, it was also inspired by another video, which I will link. And this is the Secret Santa gift I made for Creative Paula. It was a blue tote bag with a whole bunch of golden butterflies on it. How cute is this? And the egg, I filled the rest of the egg with a bunch of dots. I really like the blue and the gold together. It doesn't go at all with any of the others, but still a fun memory, which is now an Easter egg. I think, even though they don't go together, it's a fun bunch. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!